Hi, this is Mr. Sanders, and we are going to learn how to use the TI-83 calculator to plot logarithms in bases other than base 10. So we know that we can have some sort of base here and an answer or a value above, and that will be equal to the exponent. Okay, so that's fine. Now what we want to do, though, is we want to have a base other than the usual base of base 10. So if we want to switch to log with base 3, for example, we need to use the answer that we have up here, and that'll be a big number, and then this will be a little number. So this is little. If you think about it, this would be a little number because it's a subscript. And then this is a big number because it's the answer. And the way we set that up is to change to log base 3, we're going to take the big number and put it on the top, and we're going to say log, and leave the base alone, log of A divided by the little number, which is the log of 3. Now we have the same base, and so we can set up a ratio of A to 3. So that's really just the log of the big number divided by the log of the little number. So let's put that into action now. Okay. All right, here is the TI-83, and there's a feature that's missing from this calculator that is actually on the TI-84. And on the TI-84, it's easy to change base without having to go through the steps that we showed just a second ago, without having to go through dividing the little into the big. All right, but that's a feature that's on here. Meanwhile, the majority of our calculators are TI-83 pluses, and we want to be able to do, say, the log of x. Let's make sure we understand what we're trying to do here. We want to be able to graph the log of x in base 3. To do that, we're going to need to take the big and the little. We're going to go to the log of x divided by the log of 3. So that's the big over the little. So we do that on the calculator easily enough, and it'll work. Let me show you now. 4. So we'll go back to y, having hit the y equals button, and we're going to put in log right there of x. So I'm going to go to the variables, and I'm going to put in x, close the parentheses. Now say divided by, and what do we want? We want the log, the base to be base 3. So we're going to say log of 3. And now we can just hit graph like we usually do. Okay, so I hope you can see that graph there. All right, and all we need to do now for plotting points is to look at the table. So hit the second table, and there we are. What we have is a list of x values and the output. The x value at 0 or any negative number is really undefined or impossible to get. You cannot get 0 as a value in a logarithm. There's no exponent that will give you an answer of 0. Okay, so we can see that when x is 1, the output is 0, and then we have a value for 2, 3, 4, 5, and we can keep going if we wanted to in order to be able to plot these various numbers. On our first problem, we go out to 9 because we get a nice value of 2. All right, so that's how we can do that on this calculator, the TI-83. Once more, let's quit this. Here's the very quick summary of what we just did. We want to do log base 3. Okay, we'll go here and we're going to clear that. In order to do the log in base 3 of x, we put the log of x on the top, and we put log of 3 in the denominator of the fraction. And we'll do it here now. So we go log, and put in x, close the parentheses, hit divide, and now log, and put in a 3, close the parentheses, and that's it. And we can hit graph and get the screen. If you want to change the size of the screen, it's not hard to do. You're really wanting to change the window. This is a window. So let's go to the window. And why don't we change it, instead of going out 10 units, let's just have it go out 5 units. So 5 in the negative direction and 5 in the positive direction. We'll do the same with y. And let's see how that looks. Hit graph. And that seems to be a bit clearer now. A little better defined, and we can see what the values are. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope this helped.